Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, we're live. We are live.
Checking out this pretty slick intro we got going on here.
Yeah. Pretty sexy.
And we're in the future now. Our
Hello. Yeah, we're live.
thing is literally
Oh God.
futuristic.
There we go. Yeah, fancy stuff.
It's been a while, Clay.
It has.
It's been a while, but it feels like, to me, it's not the same sort of gap that we had before, where we had 2 days off and then suddenly we were rusted over.
I think that's
This.
Oh. I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, I think it's because we didn't have any CS going on in between our breaks last time.
Yeah. Excuse us, Nobutada. When it comes to launching all of our new content, nothing ever comes easy when it comes to Twitch. Twitch goes out of its way to hamstring us at every opportunity, isn't that right?
Yep, they sure
Yeah.
do.
But you know what? Actually, my thing about how it doesn't feel like it's been 2 days, excuse me, my voice is already going, is because of the ESEA LAN finals. You know, I was watching so intently and watching the games that I felt like I was working. You know, I spent all those hours that we would have been preparing in pre-production, post-production, live production, and then I was zoned in, and I didn't even leave the computer while I was watching those games.
Bloom clumps or nerves. No way. Yeah, I know. I didn't get to catch all of them, unfortunately, but I caught a few, and it was good stuff.
How good was that? My favorite series, obviously, should be the NIP versus Complexity, with Complexity just barely getting edged out there.
So the finals.
No, but my actual favorite game was Curse versus I was about to say Quantic Complexity on DE-DOS 2. That was so good.
That the first time they scored off, or the second time?
Shoot. Did I just say DE-DOS 2? I might have meant to say Inferno.
I don't know. I didn't catch their lower bracket play, so.
Yeah. But you know what? The gameplay of the tournament really lived up to the billing. It did.
It did.
So tell your friends, everybody, that we're live, because we are a little bit late and we didn't get to do all of our communications out. I will get our Reddits posted for everybody so we can have people bumping this. Oh, you have it already.
Yeah.
Good. And because today is the start of the postseason. It's a bit of no links, Clay, because you're not
I'm on my other
your
account.
own mod.
Oh no.
Today is the start of the CEVO postseason, and what better way to kick it off with two very closely seeded teams? Oh well, it's an 8-team field, but two very closely seeded teams, two teams that we're familiar with, looking stylish in our new digs. Giving out Reddits to people. Are we giving out Reddits to people?
After I log in, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I gave you the IP information. We're a little bit behind schedule, so what I'm going to do right now is
server out.
exactly.
Get it going. All right, there are the Reddits. Go ahead and upvote those guys. So, what else happening this weekend? Yeah. So, what'd you think of the finals?
I thought they
only
were
caught
fantastic.
The last map, unfortunately.
You know what we're going to have to do? You and I will have to go back and watch it purely for the analytical purposes of reading up and doing research on other casters. But actually, while we're doing it, it doesn't mean we can't enjoy the fact that we're watching ESEA LAN finals. So we'll go back and watch those together. But we did catch the majority of it, and you know what? It lived up to expectations. What I really liked about it was the fact that North America as a whole stood up to NIP every time that they had the opportunity to, and as the the competition fared against each other, they put together some very, very entertaining games. Monomaniac versus Frost games were great. Curse versus Complexity was great. Complexity's Revenge in the lower bracket was epic. It was biblical in nature. So what else that was good about it was the interviews were all right, and I particularly enjoyed the insight from one Christopher Allison, a Get Right, right?
Yeah, exactly. Of course you would.
Yeah. Well, it's not because he's a funny guy or he had something positive or negative to say about the league or anything like that. He shared his experiences with the Valve developers. Not all the Valve developers. It's just his visit to Valve. I'm not
Yeah,
sure what
regarding
his
the
visit. Yeah, I'm not sure what his visit entailed. I doubt he like just spent the day with the Valve developers. I'm pretty sure he was playing or something like that. But his experience was very illuminating, and I felt that his contribution to the the general table was illuminating for us. For instance, why we don't have 64 tick servers
in 128.
retired for 128 tick, right? 128 tick servers. Why we don't have those, and what the reasoning was behind some weapons and some secret developments that Valve is working on at the moment. By the way, new maps are in development for Valve to be pushed out at a later date.
And what did they say regarding the servers? Because I actually missed that interview.
Oh, the reason is because Valve does pretty complex and deep analytics on all the clients that are distributed worldwide, and then takes a look at who's playing the game, and the people who are playing the game, according to GetRight, are in the vast majority of them are unable to run the game at a frame rate that is that can even acquire more than 64 ticks. So if you put them in a 128 tick server, they'd have even worse registry than I think that they would have now. So the reasoning is because the people who are playing matchmaking are typically not the people who are playing in leagues. These are the people who don't have the ESEA client, who don't have the CEVO matchmaking website bookmarked or whatever, and they're just purely casual players who are exploring matchmaking for the first time. 64 tick is something that doesn't really bother them too much because they don't have the system to be bothered by, and they don't really know the difference.
Interesting. I don't know if I... Yeah, okay, sure.
I mean, for us who know better, it hurts us to know that people can't do better than 64 tick because of their machines.
Go isn't really too demanding on the system.
I know. That's how bad the computers are.
And it still seems like that you would want to cater to your competitive audience, so...
Yeah,
I don't know.
well, only now has Valve really, turned its eye back onto the esports scene. It seems that way for us because we've just seen the light of the new patch, but clearly that patch was in development for a while, so they knew about it. They've turned, they've opened the wings to embrace CS:GO as an esport again, and I think in the wake of games like Dota 2, they see that the critical success there can be emulated perhaps on a smaller scale, and they're trying to expand services now. So maybe we'll get 100 tick, 128 tick, or something like that. Maybe we meet halfway and get 100 tick servers. It wouldn't be so bad.
I don't know. I just should be 128 in my eyes.
The server has shut down.
Oh no.
Wonder why.
By the way, we are going to be the match we're going to be casting coming up next, as the title says, is going to be PUGKiNGz versus Precise. Get all these stumbles out early, huh?
Hopefully. A problem. So I just got booted from the GoTV. Let's see if the server
We just had to do a restart or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, all right. So we had the finals. Which team did you want Nip to win, or were you rooting for Curse the whole time? I was rooting for Curse. Personally.
I was rooting for Complexity. How do I phrase this? I wanted American teams to win, but I was okay with the fact that Nip came and won because it suggests a couple things that European teams, especially the best European team, still considers this a serious point of contention. They want to be here, showing that they're the best. So demand on the European side to participate in North American leagues is still there. That's good.
Yeah. When Nip won the last map, I felt like they weren't even that pumped about it. Like the camera went on him and they just got up like, yeah, no, business as usual.
They stretched. They're like, oh, hand us our paychecks. Yeah. I wasn't particularly pleased, and with the I've had a couple of conversations with this topic already. I wasn't 100% pleased with the presentation value of ESEA. I thought that some of the casters treated it a bit blandly, especially since it's the biggest North American event that we had. The promotional work and the marketing and the advertisements were pretty limited, and a lot of people were left out and they didn't know about what was going on until they got to the final rounds where suddenly everyone was like, "Oh, Nip's playing," and then suddenly 11,000 people showed up. By the
Did
way,
they even broadcast all the Nips matches? Because I feel like they didn't broadcast their very first match.
I don't think they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they did. I also also felt very encouraged by the fact that 11,000 people showed up for our North American scene, even though the draw was primarily for Curse, Complexity, and Nip. That's fine. That's a start. It's better than.
I wonder how many. I would like to know how many of those viewers were European, and how many was actual NA.
It's a good question. It's a valid question, but total numbers to me means a little bit more than just regional numbers.
Yeah. What about Complexity, Risk, Cultivation? We saw that match together.
We did.
What do you think about that?
That was the kickoff match.
Yeah. Good way to kick it off, too.
Wow.
I thought someone was gonna. Well.
That it was back and forth. Like the tournament started with a bang. It was really, really, really tense. And for a moment, Cultivation was just putting the hurt on Complexity, and I was becoming embarrassed for Complexity.
Yeah.
But of course, Complexity, is the stronger team by gunplay, and it started to show as they kind of like clawed their way back into it. By the time they shook off the early match jitters, they were all gravy going into the second map, and it became very much a landslide for them. I thought the match was really good. The first one on Inferno was really, really good.
It was. That was actually the game where I thought Cultivation was going to be. I was like, what? They're actually beating these guys like pretty heavily, and then Quantic or Complexity came back, was like, no, we got it. And then the second map, Complexity just kind of totally denied them.
Did they? Yes, they
Delay
did.
is creepy. What does that even mean?
What's up, numbnuts? We just played a matchmaking game for the first time in like a year. Not a year, but yeah.
Oh, was he in the game that you played?
Yeah. So funny story. The official servers that are being used for this playoff match between PUGKiNGz and Precise, whoever the home team is, decided to reserve a server for only 30 minutes, and they reserved the server 15 minutes before the game, so their reservation has expired.
Oh, get Spangler on it.
So yeah. A little bit of delay there. What we can do is go through the rest of our conversational topics, because there are
other things happened other than just the ESA finals. And
Did
one
they?
of those, one of those Western Worlds has disbanded.
That hurts me.
It does.
Western
They were one
Worlds,
of the better teams.
They were definitely a career middling team. They didn't win too many majors or anything like that, but every once in a while they would be good for one massive upset. They'd beat Nip or something like that. And you were like, how? What? And it feels like, because this isn't a game driven by massive contracts or anything like that, as soon as you don't produce results here, teams get just thrown to the curb and disbanded. And what was the reasoning for their disband? Was it an internal thing, or was it a?
It looks like two of their players, Glaive and Nico, made it clear that they can't play anymore, type of thing. Mm-hmm. And I think it has to do with school. So, yep.
I endorse that. If you're going to go back and pursue education over Counter-Strike, that is something that I will never really.
How can you say anything about that?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, what is this?
What is what?
Let me read this. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Entertain the guests here real quick.
I'm giving you the IP real quick.
Oh, even better. MSI announced. MSI beat it with $100,000 prize pool announced, apparently.
Is that a European tournament?
It looks that way.
Well.
Yeah.
Phooey. I was You know, I would be genuinely surprised if we did not know about
There's
a.
NA qualifiers. It looks like a circuit type thing, actually.
Oh, is this the ESW?
No.
Well, we'll have to look into that because $100,000
No,
tournaments.
yeah. Collaboration between MSI and Fnatic has spawned a new global tournament. MSI beat it 2013, which will see
A
100,000.
global tournament, $100,000 global tournament.
Ending up with the
Wow.
finals in Shanghai, in China, in November.
This has promise.
Yeah.
And it does because Counter-Strike is a very global game. I don't mean to say that Global Offensive is a global game and make puns. I just mean that Counter-Strike Online in the Asias, Global Offensive in Europe and the US. Like if it gets traction, it would be fantastic. It really would be. Now Fnatic has one, I believe, caster that's Risk. He's all right, but there are many regional qualifiers. I wonder if these will be made available for viewing. I sincerely hope so. I would love to participate. I mean, I would love to participate in all tournaments. Let's be real.
It looks like the US qualifiers will be in September. Let's see, list teams already qualified or invited. Looks like Fnatic, NiP, Aston Dragons, Lemon Dogs, ESC, Nodus, Navi.
That's Navi, not as sincere.
Very Gaming, and CPH Wolves, Copenhagen. And then it looks like
Well, you know what? Can I stop you for a second?
Yeah.
If I say Wolves now, I can only mean one team. I don't have to say where they're from.
So that might be the only benefit.
I will miss Western Wolves. I really will. They're good guys. I really like watching them. That German team that gets really excited when they win rounds. They were a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, so this is actually big. I'm glad I saw this.
I would tell you to connect to the server right now. I think 9 people warrants connecting.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. All right. Let's move it over here. All right, getting connect, guys. We're going to commercial. We'll be right back. Alright, loading into the server.
I was
There we
like,
go.
do the gifts too. They're really cool looking.
To the gifts. My CS actually just crashed. That's one.
Oh. Well, now now that you have the opportunity to do the gifts.
Which one?
The cool ones, man. The fade-ins, the fade to blacks.
Oh. Gotcha.
Oh, Clay just doesn't want to show off the new duds.
No.
Tonight we have for you the CEVO-Main playoffs. Here is the kickoff game for the entire postseason. This is PUGKiNGz versus Precise. You know what? It's not the marquee matchup that you're looking for. Those ones will be deeper in the tournament. But you know what? Both the times that we've casted PUGKiNGz and Precise alike, they've surprised us a lot. They've put together some fantastic rounds where we didn't expect anything from them. And now that we've learned better, this time, after we learned that they could pull off the magic that they do, this time I am expecting more.
Jeez. Alright, here we go. Counter-Strike, don't do it again to me. And why is my main game scene not loading? There it is. Okay.
Those technical issues, OBS.
Yeah, they happen.
They happen. They always happen on the most important days, too.
Yeah, you know.
We are on Inferno CE, Clay.
We are. Sorry, I don't have a console going on here.
Where are the new gifts?
What do you mean? They're loaded.
Okay.
I don't think you sent me one for this. Just stock standard.
Ah.
Sorry, I'm yeah, checking here because my console's not popping up. So, just want to make sure.
To hell with it. We've got Counter-Strike to cast.
I know. I want to fix my crosshair though, and the volume.
Your console's disabled.
Yeah, it's not working for some reason.
Hit escape. Go to your options. Enabled.
It's enabled.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We may have to just go with it.
I did notice though that this server is running flawlessly, unlike those ESCA Go TVs. So that is exciting.
It's on, Clay. We have to skip what we're talking about and get back to it in a little bit. Are you ready?
Yep. Hit it.
Tonight's CEVO-Main playoffs. PUGKiNGz versus Precise. The rosters for each: Bags, Beta Kappa, Nomad, Dewey, Resurrects for PUGKiNGz, Zero, Genie, Crowd Pleaser, Ren, and Persian the 5/7 Master. For for Precise, take a look at the overhead map. It's going to be a full-on B rush. I think they're just going to get the people coming out and stopping them from pushing. They almost did. Resurrects makes it out. He has 31 health. Everybody's flashing the banana right now. They're pulling back, and they're probably going to go to a base set here. It was a good idea. Frequently, you get a little bit bold if you're a CT on the first round. You want to peek out, gather a little bit of information there. They had 5 people there who were waiting to pick up a kill there. They almost got it. They had a good idea, and now the strat has pushed all the way back. Beta Kappa ends the first entry attempt, or the first entry peaky, lands a nice headshot on the Zero. Now it's a reverse again. They're going back to banana. It's a split. It looks like 1 holding by bench, 1 holding hay, 2 pushing banana. Resurrects still holding the corner. He's got the USP with the without, by the way, without the silencer. That's how it should be done. A peek and nothing else.
Oh, Dewey.
Dewey. Wow. So we have 3 terrorists left. They are now letting the round fade to about halfway down. They're looking really, really good here. Dewey runs out of ammo. He's stuck behind the box, and he's going to have an opportunity to shoot everybody in the back. One at Barbecue ducks a shot from Dewey. He's stuck behind the box. He has 2, by the way. He has 3, by the way, and he gets taken out by a teammate. That's rather inauspicious.
That wasn't good, unfortunately. I think I got him, guys. Oh, no, it's a teammate.
You guys can thank me later. Oh, no.
I don't have a scoreboard, by the way, either. So
What
no
is wrong?
console, no scoreboard.
No console, no scoreboard?
Nope. It's unfortunate.
Okay.
Let's push through. Alright, yeah, PUGKiNGz picking up that first round, so that's going to be good for them. As, well, we do know it is a CT-sided map, so more important for our terrorist team here to pick that up. But they weren't able to do so, and now you see the work is going on at Banana. Gonna move over to them. Here's the push from Resurrects coming in, getting 1, 2. Can he get a third? Dewey there to back him up. He picks up the third. That's 3 terrorists down. Still looking for pistol shots. They get it, and that is 2-0 for PUGKiNGz.
You could use the fix that I just sent you, and I'm going to send it to you through Steam, even though it's going to be ugly in our presentation. But you should try this because this has worked for me in the past, and somebody else just posted it in chat. You bind caps lock to plus score to see if you can pull up a score screen. I will take over the next round.
I can't even pull out the console, so not happening.
Okay, never mind then. So the overhead map will tell you that I'm going to be as descriptive as possible. There's 2 people pushing through to B on the terror side. All 5 have decided to go up to the banana. They've removed Resurrects. They're going to grab his gun. There's 1 left in the site. That's Dewey. He's going to be waiting behind the main box. He's completely flashed. Here comes the push. Can he take down more than 1 to do his fair share at the B site? He gets 2. He almost gets the 3rd. Precise Genie cleans him up. They have 2 guns now. You know, this retake is a 3-on-3, and it's virtually even, sans the no armor look. Here comes the retake. It's happening very much in tandem. Nothing looking good for that last terrorist Persian. He's stuck behind that box, and that nade almost lands in Bags' pants. Defuse here. All 3 rounds secured for the PUGKiNGz side. Very strong start, especially on a CT-sided map. You go through this, you work through your rounds, you pick up the CT-sided rounds that you should be. You're going to have a very, very large lead at the end of this half if you do it right.
Yeah, and not a bad eco round there for Precise, picking up the bomb plant as well as a few kills. So that's going to get some extra money in their pockets, but no one's going for that op buy. Just a bunch of AKs on the T side. Let's take a look at the split. 3, 4 heading up the main middle area. Resurrects with the op. Nice defensive pick. And we got someone pushing here. Beta Kappa actually pushing to alt mid. He's going to be able to 2 people right here. Dinks 1, but couldn't get the kill. Oh, with that new M4A1.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Can you see the overhead map?
Yes, I can see
Oh,
it.
that's something.
Yeah, I just can't get console or scoreboard. That's it. Oh, Resurrect's almost coming with that blind op shot, but he misses. And there is the push in. Resurrex goes down. They have control mid, but we got one guy, our number one man, Bags, sitting at the balcony, and he's going to be here to intercept these guys as they come into the B site. A site, sorry. There goes one. Bags picking up a kill. There is two more there as he sees them through the crowd. Oh! Nice shot right there. The bomb is actually down, and there it is. Look at that. 3 triple kill clutch. Kind of clutch. Not really clutch.
Well, it was just a really, really good defense. 4-0 for PUGKiNGz. Precise needs to come up with answers now because they're not faring so well in the money situation. And I will tell you, for the terrorist team, they just bought, so I'm going to tell you what they have remaining. 1,400, 0. 900, 100, 0. For the counter-terrorist, a completely opposite story. 69, 71, 77. To give you an idea, they look very healthy, and this is the last possible gun round for Precise until they win a round. 3 holding A. And it looks like a base set. Nobody's looking up banana. Strains that they don't have security there. Ren has turned around to take that position. He will make sure nobody pushes through. Resurrex and Dewey, not the most aggressive types, so they don't have to feel so threatened about that. They've smoked out the banana right now to find anybody pushing. Nobody's going to be there. The first encounter is Beta Kappa. He dinks Crowd Pleaser. Of course, the Silencer can't get an instant one-shot kill like an AK. And, by the way, Ren gets a flashed headshot onto Bags. Entry, good, but it took a lot out of them. Very weak terrorists left, and they've dropped back to a secondary position. The man of the pit, Nomad, is calling for the rotate. They're gonna be just fine if they hold on, but Zero has something to say about it. He takes out Nomad. There's 3 counter-terrorists remaining, 2 terrorists remaining. They have mostly taken the site. There's one at Moto, by the way, and he's taken out a second. There are 2 counter-terrorists in the library. Unorthodox there, and that is going to get them killed because they have a lurker in the Moto. This Moto bridge is actually in the game again, by the way. This is Inferno CE, which, you know, that doesn't exist in the regular matchmaking or the SE version of Inferno.
Yeah, one of the little changes to this different style map, as well as the corridors being a lot wider than what we're used to from the Valve edition and SE edition, like you said. And hey, it is now 5-0, and I thought the terrorists were going to be on a save round, but they are buying those AKs once again. So they must have got quite a bit of money from that bomb plant over there on the third round, I believe. And it looks like they're going to be working banana here. We got 3 going up there with 2 hanging in the back. I don't really like to work banana unless you know your set smokes. I think it gives you a big advantage there. Otherwise, it's kind of, you know, that lane is a little too narrow to take.
I know what you mean, but in CE, it's a completely different story.
So, yeah.
It's a very, very wide lane in CE.
So, yeah, defensive smoke still blocking it out from these guys. Ren trying to take a peek, and he has
smart there. Resurrex, actually, if you go to him, our number 5 man drops a double smoke, so the smokes overlap, and he can see through it and see those black outlines on the other side.
Nice, good call by him. And 3 people still just hanging around banana, 2 waiting in mid for any types of pushes, but the CTs are being very patient, not pushing. Resurrex meeting up with 1, got some shots onto him. That actually only did 10 damage. That looked like it was almost on his head or shoulder, so it's a little bit strange. Persian is sneaking in there, getting a kill, and the entrance is happening right now. Our number 5 man Resurrex backs out, goes to construction and calls for the rotate. I'm going to go to him as he's going to be trying to get kills here. Picking 1 up. Can he get 2? No, he goes down. And he got Beta Kappa here behind him in construction while all 4 terrorists are alive and well. 1 Bags goes down as he's pushing up the banana, and Beta Kappa gets killed in construction, leaving 2 terrorists left with 2 CTs on the retake, and they are low on health. Persian is our clutch man. Goes down really quickly. That's going to be another round for PUGKiNGz.
You know, this is the sort of slide that you can't happen, and you have the jitters. You've been spending all week practicing for this playoff game. It can easily get out of hand, especially when you're on the side that's not easy enough for you. So they need to slow it down a little bit. And they also need to, yeah. You know what? They're hitting, I just saw.
Yeah, the loss bonus.
So yeah, they do have a losing streak bonus. I just saw a very nice entry. You know, you force the bomb plant. Once they got in the site, they all shelled up together. It was like they were just a little bit oversensitive about the fact that something could go wrong, and they didn't play with the sort of reckless abandon that you kind of need to for a playoff game. Here come the flashes. It looks like a hard B attempt. Zero's all the way in. They've decided that the people who are weakest, that they want to pick on the most, happen to be at bomb site B. Everybody's flashed. Jeannie's coming around the corner. She's going to find Nomad. Can't stop him. Nomad gets 2 before going down. Crowd Pleaser cleans up, and Ren does the rest. 3 on 3. looks like we've seen this story before. The retake's going to happen. Simultaneously are not afraid to do a retake. They're not intimidated by the people who are holding this site, and it's because that they're pretty much playing the site as passively as possible. Nobody's pushing back out except for that one man who pitched out into Banana last round. That was a good idea. They probably should have done it again. Resurrect coming in with the op. He gets... They've identified a man with the schools. Are they going to isolate him? Because they probably can. One man at the barbecue goes down. Ren takes him out. He's got one on his left coming from the garden. Beta Cap is the last one. He's got the USB kill. Why is he always the clutch man? It might be too late.
Yeah, he's got the kit.
It might be
I
too
think
late.
he has it. Oh, just barely missed it, and there is the first round for Precise right there. Man, trying to hit the scoreboard. It's so annoying.
I will tell you, Bags is rocking a 10-1 KD right now.
Yeah, he's been playing really good. I mean, we saw him defending A really well, and then he's rotating and getting a bunch of kills, too. So let's take a look at the split. That bomb plant, actually that win, is going to be able to let the terrorist by. Precise getting AKs once again. 0 with a P90, so he is set. Nothing, you can do no wrong with that. As the strat looks like 1 hanging B looking for any pushers, and 4 are going up alt mid, possibly to apartments. And I like that. I like the getting your men into apartments and then doing a timed push out into the middle area and forcing your way into the A site. Works out pretty good. Smoke going down on the right, so they're going to be heading towards the archway. And who is there on the defense? Should be Resurrects. Oh, it's Beta Kappa. He goes down. He was in the cubby. Nomad at Moto. Going to pick one up. Nice peek there, picking up 2 kills. Great job. And he has the defense there. He's in the site all by himself. The 2 guys in B are rotating back, and our number 6 man.
Look at this. Look at the lurk that Persian's doing.
Yep. Pushing through, but it may be too late. Bomb gets picked up by Genie. And she's going to try to sneak it around to porch, but she doesn't know that there... Well, she should know there's a guy.
I think Persian's calling her over.
Yeah. He's seeing nothing, so he could actually get in there and take this site. We got 1 man, our number 4 man. That is Dewey. He's going to be watching the site here from the gray area. I like that spot. It's going to be hard for Persian to see him as he enters in.
Very hard.
So nice rotate here by these guys. The number 5 man actually getting a little nervous and kind of moving back
no
towards.
Smoke for the cross.
No smoke for the cross. That's not good. There's a flash, so they are actually going to be able to get in the site, which they did, and he didn't even see him. Just knows that they flash. So bomb's going to be going down here. Rotates are coming. It's going to be up to Dewey and Nomad here. Or is that Reza? That's Nomad. That's Reza. Reza! Ah, getting 2 kills. Cleaning it up. Man. Oh, and that's another round. 7-1 now for PUGKiNGz versus Precise.
What's happening right now is what you see in most playoff brackets. You get highly mismatched power ranked games at the beginning of the tournament, and it will have.
You said these 2 were close in the seeding.
Yeah, they are the closest in the seedings, but okay. You will get the blowouts, and it will happen. It's pretty much inevitable. What I want to see is that Rocky mentality, that fighter, that pit bull sort of. I don't really care what the seeding says about me.
By the tiger.
Well, no, the comeback hasn't started yet, so there's nothing to queue. 5 men pushing up Banana again. They really don't respect the people who are playing at B, and Dewey's caught with a nade out. He drops one at his feet. Oh, nice shot. There's 3 traded out. Oh, not traded out, just full of kills. It was an eco around the last man alive. Ren managed to wrest a gun away from Dewey, get the bomb plant down. A highly successful eco round if you can get this bomb plant down. Now he's left to clutch, but with only 7 health, he probably won't be able to do it. Everybody's closing in on his position. Beta Kappa lands a nice headshot on him, closes out that round. It's going to be 8-1, and I'll tell you the scores right now. Resurrects top fragging in the entire match, 12-6, Bags at 10-2. Everyone on Precise is either 5 kills and below. They are not landing the frags they need to be.
No, they aren't, and I think they're putting a little too much emphasis on B, too. What you said about them not respecting those guys, I think they're just trying to get that round over with since it was a save. But either way, it's 8-1. Resurrects has that op. We saw him get a couple picks over in mid, so let's see if he's going to be doing it again. It looks like he's actually going to be playing B with it this time, and he picks up a kill right there. Surely that's going to scare off the terrorists slightly, and yep, not. No one else seems to be coming. B is a lot easier to pick on this version than it is on the other one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And there's another kill by Genie. So, oh, just 1 kill. There's 2 terrorists down now. Trades going down. Beta Kappa grabbing 1 here in middle. And the push from Dewey from Banana. He gets 1. Nice flank there. Genie is our last lady alive here. Full health.
It's the discrepancies between the kills that really tell me that this is not a fair match. PUGKiNGz is much more prepared than Precise. If it were down to one man alive, clutching every time, everybody has relatively the same kill stats, I would have a greater forecast for how this might turn out in the second half. But unless something happens right now to morally spur the Precise side, I don't see them climbing back into this. PUGKiNGz has really throttled this as they started. So take a look at the overhead map. Let's see if Precise can come up with something a little bit less than just speed and aggression, because it looks like they are just committing fully to that. Here comes the first. Beta Kappa gets traded out. Genie lands a nice headshot on there. Everybody's turned their back to Bags, and he's sprayed down too. Nobody was covering the flank there, and that's a fundamental mistake that you shouldn't be seeing in the playoffs. 0 P90s, because why not? He is the last one alive with his nice-looking P90. What, I don't even know what it was called.
I like how he kept it.
Yeah, he
Two AKs on the ground.
Nah,
don't need
look,
those.
this thing looks too good. I got to do this with style. So 2 left. They're coming from B. That's Dewey and Resurrex. They're coming from 2 different angles. Probably great for the retake, but you know what? It's really not necessary. You have a man with 36 health alive. You just kind of walk a little bit, like a body's length apart, and just run spraying at that guy. That's all he's going to be able to do to stop you. One should probably start the defuse, while the other defends the other player, and there's the kill. 0 is the last one that he goes down. This defuse will make it 10-1.
What's the money situation looking like here?
For the counter-terrorists, at the end of this round, it will be 3 people sporting 5 digits, and Nomad has 16,000. For the terrorists, 0, 0, 950, 150.
And that's because they just bought double op, so we're seeing a double op look here from Precise. First, 12 rounds in, and this first time of an op for him. But they have been getting pretty heavily smashed. So
think on this for a moment. If they feel the double op look, it's a fundamental change in how they play. They're slowing down and not using the speed aggression, which has failed them. They might have identified what they're doing wrong, but it might also be too late.
Yeah, op battle going down. Resurrex took 3 shots, but he finally got him. Nomad doing a little bit of a push in the parts, picks one up. Persian with the op, trying to take down Reza. Oh, no one is hitting anything, but Reza is, apparently. Kick gets that shot, and it is now 4 versus 2. Crowd Pleaser wielding an op, Genie with an AK. There are the only 2 left, and it looks like we see Genie with the bomb in the apartments, while Crowd Pleaser is still trying to pick that banana. Oh, a minute 16. Oh, there's a nice shot. He got Reza, so I think it is definitely clutchable now, since especially Nomad has such low health. Genie picks one up, being a ninja here, doing some damage to Bag. She needs to get Crowd Pleaser up here to help her out, and they should be able to take this site with relative ease. I mean, Bags has been playing exceptionally well, but still 2 versus 1.
Coming up after this, we have a doubleheader. Ruination facing off against Raw. Is that it? Ruination facing off against Duck
Raw.
Hunt.
There you
Duck
go.
Hunt. That's the one. We've got a number of good ones coming up.
Kappa with a kill there, then Crowd Pleaser takes him out, and it is now 1v1. Crowd Pleaser is their clutch man, and he's taking that bomb. Oh, doing a fake here. He's going to be in library. Thought he was going to go over to B.
I don't think Bags is faked out. He's staying.
Yeah, Crowd Pleaser must not have waited long enough for the death cam.
Yeah.
Or he figures might as well just wait here until I hear the bomb go off. I mean, you could get to the other side.
Oh no. Oh no.
Anytime, yeah. Bags coming in. He's going to get him. Misses some shots, but he cleans it up right there, making it 11-1 in favor of PUGKiNGz.
So yeah, we saw Precise diagnose what was going wrong with their strategy. They altered their pace. They tried to change some things up, but what ultimately prevailed was the fact that PUGKiNGz is just also shooting better. And if you're using the wrong strategies, adapting too late, and not making your shots, then you're really not going to take more than a round or 2 off of a team that's as prepared as PUGKiNGz. Here comes the push. Bags all the way up in the middle. He has his M4 out. He's going to be at the bench. I don't think anyone even saw him or cared to look at the beginning. He's flashed. He takes a spray out, and he's stuck behind us. He needs to have a teammate come out and help him. Resurrex leaves him to die. Probably the best situation. You would have lost 2 if he came out. He's going to be holding the art side. He's backed up. Oh no, he pushed out. He picked and ran. Holy cow, that takes a lot of courage. He gets another one close range. That's Crowd Pleaser. Most of the terrorists wiped out already. Like I said, purely gunplay. You have 1, that's 0 at the boiler. He might peek the opper, which is not the greatest of ideas because Resurrex is really on fire right at this moment. Persian and 0 trying to work together. 0 peeks out at the right moment. Resurrex was taking a look at mid. He gets taken down. Still 3 counter-terrorists alive, but the terrorists are pretty healthy for once.
Yeah.
I was going to...
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, we have another match tomorrow, Afterlife versus Unix. You do remember how that one ended. That was not a friendly match the last time we casted it.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, some bad blood made there, so that should make for a pretty good story here. As you just saw, Zero got taken down. Persian coming around here in the CT spawn, beats a nade to the face. He's at 17 health, and he gets caught by the rotator. Dewey, making it 12-1, PUGKiNGz.
Yeah, I can't even begin to prescribe a remedy for how badly this is going for Precise. Surely they didn't envision this to be the result of their playoff match. I'm sure that the time that they put in they felt would yield something a little bit greater than this, but PUGKiNGz is just in too good of form right now.
They are. And I mean, this map is CT-sided, but it's not, I don't want to say it's this CT-sided.
Mm-hmm.
As we see another work towards Banana once again. I mean, Precise just, it doesn't really seem that like they're fully as coordinated as we've seen them before. Maybe they took the time off and didn't actually practice. I don't really know. Bags coming up with kill in the boiler room. And some exchanges going down here once again. Resurrect's picking up 2 at the Banana. Ren gets the kill. It is now 2 versus 4. There's another kill by Crowd Pleaser over in A. And the Terrorist, oh, the defense from Beta Cap there. He is in the archway. The bomb can make it towards A, but it's actually heading towards Arch, and he gets flanked by Beta Kappa.
Real smart there. Beta Kappa starts the round aggressive, and every time he engages, he drops back to a new depth. So the distance that he's fighting each of the engagements remains constant. He can use the advantage of fighting at a distance instead of having to take a lot of damage by standing up close and getting sprayed down. He kept backing this up, starting at the midpoint, coming back to the corner, back to the arch, back to the speedway. It was, textbook on how you defend a position like that, and he benefited from it because everybody died in his wake. 5 men pushing up the Banana. Take a look at the overhead map. They're almost on the site. Dewey and Resurrect's about to receive everybody, and everybody's flashed to the site. Resurrect lands 2. He gets 9 to wow. I thought he was going to get a couple more, but 2 traded out. Everybody alive for the counter-terrorist is rotating from A, and all the people who are alive on the terrorist team already sees B. They're not the type, as we pointed out, to get aggressively pushed out into the choke points to stop the counter-terrorists from retaking. They prefer to work off of each other in tandem and try to hold the site together with a crossfire. Beta Kappa lands a nice shot on Persian, who probably shouldn't have been peeking. Genie, or excuse me, wow, touchdown nades absolutely wreck Genie, and Ren gets taken down with M4. Here comes the defuse and the end of the half. You guys have been watching Fixation TV. I'm Cotton, my partner is Klops, and you are watching the first game of the CEVO-Main playoffs between PUGKiNGz and Precise. PUGKiNGz leads 14-1.
Yeah, it looks like this game is going to be going to PUGKiNGz already. One thing that I noticed there on that take, that rush, when Resurrex was defending with the M4A1, and you're like, oh, I thought he was going to get more. And actually my scoreboard is actually stuck open now. This is terrible.
It's stuck open?
Yeah, because you know when it opens at the end of the round. Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, I closed it. I got it. So, we're good. We're on the pistol round.
TV, what are you doing to us?
We're on the pistol round, and it looked like it's a rush to A from our friends at PUGKiNGz. And Bags picks up kill, but he goes down to Genie, and Dewey picks her up. The trades are happening, and the terrorists need to get moving. And I'm stuck in the chase mode. This is terrible. Resurrect's picking up a kill. He goes down. Oh, Beta Kappa getting 0. People are just going down left and right over here. Ren goes down as well, and that damn chase camera. 15-1.
What do you think Valve did to break GoTV as hard as they have today?
I don't know.
Very,
look
very
at Beta
odd.
Kappa's AK skin. That's cool.
Oh, I want him to pull that out again because I want that one. I've seen that one before and I don't know the name of it. Pull it out. I'm not going to continue casting Beta Kappa until you tell me what that AK is.
I'll just stay on him. We'll be first person on Beta Kappa because we want to see the AK.
I will actually resume casting. Take a look at the overhead map. We have 3. We have 1 Cubby, 1 peeking. Ren saw everybody. He calls him back. Everybody's falling back. They're going back to Moto to hold the site. Persian decides to hold the corner. Probably not the smartest idea, but he does destroy Nomad. Saw a dink there, land a second shot. He fell down in a body heap. So you got the bomb down right in front of them. If they can just land a shot there, Persian tried spamming his USP, couldn't get a kill there. He's got to back up because he's trapped, and he doesn't have a speedway to fall back to. He's holding this corner. He probably should have gone the other direction. Remember, in this version, oh, there you go. There's a gun for him. In this version, there is no speedway behind him at CT spawn. It's simply CT spawn by itself. 2 counter-terrorists remaining. They both have weapons when they probably shouldn't have. Very good eco round, but it's probably a little bit too late. Resurrect's left in the site by himself. Can he clutch? He's got 1. Can he clutch? Yes, he can. not even going to get excited over it because it's 16-1. It would just be like rubbing salt on the wound.
Yeah, quick game right there. PUGKiNGz really shown they prepared for this match and just came in and dominated 16-1 like we saw. And I really don't have much to say about it. Hey, people are getting guns. Guns skins,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Good games. Good games. Precise knockdown to the lower bracket. PUGKiNGz move on.
They do. And, I mean, not the best game we've seen in the season. But, like I said, it just looked like PUGKiNGz was way more prepared. One thing that I wanted to then actually say was when that rush came around, it was like the last round before the switch happened. When Resurrex was on the defensive and he killed 2 people and you're like, oh, I thought he was going to get more people. It's because he had the M4A1 and actually ran out of bullets on his spray.
Right.
Which I've actually realized, like, when that first got released, I was like, oh, only 20 rounds, that's not too bad. But then it's like when you actually play with it and see that stuff, you're like, ah, wish I had that extra 10.
Yeah, you're like, well, it's not so bad if I just pull people down. It takes like 3 bullets each if I dink them, and if I just pull down, or it takes.
And then
2
you realize
bullets.
you're not get right.
Yeah, and then I'm like, wait a second, I'm not Forrest. I could really use those 10 bullets back, please, because the majority of our kills after the first kill. The first kill you can get in the first 10 bullets, fine, but the second kill, you only get that kill after like you've spent 29 bullets and you're on the last one. And you're like, oh, please God, let this be a headshot, and it finally answers your prayer. And you're like, yes, I got him, and then you tell your friends, oh, I'll skill. I was, I was planning on doing that.
So what do you think of the match?
Disappointing. I will be frank. It was disappointing.
It was.